Welcome back to Jamie's Adventures in Dirt 4. My name is Ricky, and today we're going to finish up the Winter Stages Rally with the second of the two events here. It's not super duper long. We got a 2.8 mile, 3.78 mile, 3.8 mile, 3.7. So you see, yeah. And while I do that, I'm going to talk about the rest of Jamie's crew.
Hey, got everything on the recce. I feel good about this one.
Okie dokie. I don't know what any of those words you just said. Also, before I forget, I turned off the start thingy where they hold down your handbrake for you. You have to turn it on yourself. So, also, yeah, we may be turning. I turned on timing. I did some rallycross just because I wanted to. Turned on timing, forgot to turn it off, so it's up at the top. So. Whoa! So if it starts showing me everyone else's timing, I'm gonna have to turn it off, is what I'm saying. Like literally, I'm gonna pause the thing and turn it off. Alright, so, Hope, it is. Alright, hang on. Alright, that was just gonna distract me. So, Hope. Hope is 31. I don't know if I mentioned that last week. That was not a great turn. And she, I did mention that she was, you know, a little standoffish until I started asking her about herself. She actually, she's divorced. She got married at 25 to a guy she thought was a really nice guy until they started talking about having kids, and he told her, yeah, I don't really want to have kids, which was weird because when they were dating, he explicitly told her he wanted kids, like explicitly told her. Oh yeah, I want 2 kids, a boy and a girl. And then all of a sudden he didn't want to have kids. And so she hired a lawyer and started the divorce proceedings. And then, during the divorce, this is, whoa, helicopter! That just seemed mean. And then during the divorce proceedings, it turned out when he was 20, when her ex-husband was 20, yeah, got a vasectomy. Didn't tell her at any point. Didn't mention that once. Yeah. She was super pissed off about that. But also didn't want anything from him. You know. So never asked for alimony. Of course they didn't have any kids, so didn't have to worry about child support. Since then, I don't know. And after telling me this story, she said, and I'm not going to tell you about any other relationships that I might have had. And I went, okay. I didn't even ask you about this one. She did volunteer it. I'm not sure why she volunteered it, but she volunteered it. So, interestingly enough, not obviously, well, I say obviously, I mentioned it before, not her first rodeo when it comes to being a PR person. Been a PR person since she graduated college. With whatever degree you need to get to be a PR agent. Management? I don't know. Alright, well, we'll talk in the next stage about her kind of her career up until this point. Like I said, pretty fascinating. Did I say that last time that she's fascinating? She's fairly fascinating.
Perfect. Good job. Well done.
It was perfect. That's good news. 256. That seems like a good thing. And first, stage results. I mean, I don't know what the heck is going on. Because I, honest to God, cannot win one of these stupid events in free play. I could play this exact event using this exact car, and I will always finish second or third in free play. Still, whatever. Continue.
Chief engineer says just ignore this body damage, running fine.
Are you kidding me? This is the best this car has ever looked. Ever.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Now, I did turn off the whole, so I have to hold down the handbrake at that start now. I didn't before. I did that to kind of gain just a couple seconds of precious milliseconds off the start. It helps when you get the timing right. When you get the timing wrong, you get a 10-second penalty, which is not good. But anyway, so back to Hope. So when Hope graduated college at 20 because she's that much of an overachiever. And immediately met a, so she's been in racing. That could have gone really bad. She's been in racing for a while, but she was the agent for someone in, not in Australia. She met them in Australia, in the, actually in NASCAR, in the States, which is part of the reason Jamie met her, because they met at a U.S. rally event. So she managed this NASCAR driver, never a high-end NASCAR driver. You know, we're not talking like getting, you know, winning the series or whatever they call it in NASCAR. But she was so disillusioned, she told me, when she walked out with the whole sponsorship within NASCAR, that she thought, I can't do this anymore. And then the guy she was managing retired. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, she was 20, he was not. And he was like, I can't keep doing this. You know, it's hard. It really is hard racing. It's hard on your body, even if you're not like getting in crashes or anything. And so he decided he would retire. And that was when she was 23. Yeah, 23. That's right. That's what she told me, 23. And so I asked her what she had done since 23 and 31. And she said, well, aside from get married and get divorced, she worked for a couple of athletes outside of racing. A basketball player very briefly. Well, this sucks. Come on. She worked for a fourth-tier British football team, soccer team, as part of their PR team. I thought that was pretty cool. So that would be League 2, if you're interested, if you're curious. And then she took a break and did really nothing. She's a smart girl, so she invested her money. She had plenty of money. And then she was in the States thinking she wanted to get back into it. Someone told her she needs to go check out this Jamie Morgan girl. And they knew that Jamie had representation, but that Jamie wasn't thrilled with her representation. And so Hope went over and started talking to her. And then the next thing you know, Jamie hired her. Almost on the spot. So, okay, you need to pay attention to the road more. So, that's Hope, as much as I know. So, I'm sure there's more to her story, because I just assume there is. But I'm not 100% on that one. Okay, roll past the stop signs there, Jamie.
Hey, that went really well. Great stage. Good work.
That's good. When she's not upbeat, that means first place, second place, somewhere in there. First, yes. Even with my 4 seconds of penalty time. Event standings. Yeah, that seems about right. I don't understand it either, okay?
All right, you ready? Hopefully
No.
surprises out there.
No, I'm not ready. Handbrake.
3, 2, 1, go.
I will say this, if I jump the start, you'll know, because she won't say go audibly.
Left 6, bump, crest, right 5, over bumps,
So that's Hope.
and left 6 over bumps.
Like I said, I could probably find out a lot more information about Hope.
Over bumps, crest, bump, right
Like,
6,
I could probably ask her more about, in fact, maybe I should ask her more about what she does for a living, since I don't fully understand it.
6, over bumps, 60, caution, keep left over.
As far as the two new, the other two new engineers, I still don't know much about them. They're both fairly young, but not like so young that they're older than Jamie, is what I'm saying. They're older than Jamie and Maggie, and they are and they're very good. They're very good. They're not Jamie's best engineer. Technically, Jamie's best engineer is Finn, but they're up there. Well, that seems like unfairness. I'm just saying. A jump and then a hairpin. So I don't know too much about them. But their names are Zara, who is from France, and Petra, who is from the Czech Republic. And, you know, I think I'll get to know them, and I'll tell you about them in a future episode. Tell you more about them in the future episode. No! Flip back over, flip back over, flip back over. Come on, come on. No, no. Yes. No. Ah. One of my targets was to not accrue more than 5 seconds of penalty time. And I just did that. Darn it. I guess technically Jamie did that, but let's be honest, it's me. This is not going super well. So, there's one other thing that I want to talk about that I waited till the last bit to talk about, and that is the drone incident. No, don't flip over again. Okay. The drone incident. So I don't know if you remember from last time, but there was a drone that flew over right at the end of, I believe, the first race. And when Jamie went to complain about the drones, the drone operator told her to mind her own little girl business. And so she filed the formal complaint. But then she started talking to some of the other racers, and she told them what happened. And as it turns out, not the first time the drone operators have been sexist. First time, however, someone had reported it. Everyone else was just kind of like, whatever, and let it go. And I'm thinking, they cannot have more power. When I was hearing about all this, they cannot have more power than the drivers. Oh, and they don't. They've been fired. However, the drone operators were employed by the DiRT4 organization, not by a separate company that the DiRT4 organization had licensed out. So the drones will still be in the game, in the series, and they will still cause problems, probably. That won't be great for Jamie, but at least the at the very least, the first real bit of like hardcore, like real misogyny that she has faced in this game, in this adventure, she was able to squash pretty quickly. That was dumb. Also, I just, for some reason, decided to drive right there on the edge there. That was also dumb. Alright, that was not great.
Perfect. Good job. Well done.
Okay, I take it back. It was amazing. It was the best I've ever raced ever. Oh, event standings. Yeah, that's about right. 11 minutes to almost 12 for Rousseau.
Right 4, over bump. Left 4, into right 2, long. Over bumps, crest, to finish. Okay, take it to the control.
Oh.
Hey, that went really well. Great stage.
Did it? Because the recording stopped twice while I was recording that stage. Twice. Alright, so what happened was I started to record this and then this last stage, and the recording stopped. So I just decided I would restart the stage, and then halfway through that, it just stopped again. So instead of restarting the stage, that's why there's one restart instead of 2 restarts. And part of the reason why I added the restarts was in case something happened with the recording, I could restart it. And it wouldn't be that big a deal. But, oh. So, basically what I was going to talk about there was a little bit more of the story behind what happened with these drone operators. I'm going to save that for next time. And I'm not sure what else we'll do next time, but I'm going to save that for next time. So let's see how far we were. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Not that bad at the stage. Rousseau wasn't that far behind us on the stage. So, okay. First place. Yeah. Not a lot. There we go. I got a career milestones thing. That's good news. 126,000 credits. Prize money 95. Wow, that's just a lot. Okay. Oh, 32. All right. My car got magically repaired. Oh. All right, so that was the Winter Stages rally. I am not super thrilled with what happened in that last stage with the recording, and I apologize profusely for it. So next time I'll tell you a little bit more about what happened behind the scenes with the whole drone operator guys. They were fired. It was a big hole. It was a big old hullabaloo. I also think we might do some historic rally, or we might go back to Rallycross. I'm not really sure. I'll decide between now and next week, but this has been Jamie's Adventures in Dirt 4. Thank you for watching. Come back soon for more Dirt 4.